What's up everyone and welcome to you on the MOONCHARTS YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing very well as always, because yes, we have planned some possible short targets in the last update, and the first one we planned just played perfectly. As always, the 618, the target of the C wave, or every correction by the way, is never well to the dollar. So what we have done here is just a swing through power the previous top and bam, get a nice rejection from here. So yeah, we're of course going to update what's next, what we can expect here, what we can look for clearly. So if you enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, to turn on notifications. This is very important, and yeah, we are good to start. So right here, so what happened is W, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, mainly the other possibilities was, you know, a possible into the Y leg here, an ABC flat. Okay, if we have to do a W, X, Y only, we can look for an A, B, C flat, so to push high and take this high right here. Otherwise, we could look for an A, B, C, D, E triangle before we get another rise. Okay, but the main idea and the first stuff we have planned clearly here with the APs, and also here by the way with you on the YouTube channel, that was the first scenario, that was this W, X, Y, X, and Z. So you can see here we have planned this W, X, Y, X, and Z before we have done this first bomb here, so to speak, the first bomb right there. Again, that's a scam week on Coinbase. Do not pay attention to this low right here normally is above this low right here. This is a real low. Okay, we have, so yeah, we have done in that case a wave, so 3, 4, 5 here. You can see, so we'll have the screenshot there, so 3, 4, 5. Then we was looking for the X retracement and the Z wave to the downside here. Okay, so X retracement here, a bit more longer, a bit bigger here, and then the Z wave to the downside to make the Y leg. Okay, very nice. And so this is what we'll have planned in the last update really. Okay, with all the short targets clearly. And by the way, I just want to talk about something about the titles and the thumbnails, because I got some comments talking about this. So for example, it was here, if I'm mistaken. From 30k to short setup, bro, stop this bullshit. No wonder you don't get more subs and views. You're a good trader, so stay normal, please. The thing is, if you pay attention, so yeah, here that was the first video here. I mean, 3 years ago, I did this video here to say, hey, if we do this on Bitcoin, we'll see 30k. If you watch and pay attention to the content I was saying inside, I was just saying to you that it was really 50-50 here. There is a possible scenario where we will push clear to 30k, but there is another one where the top is already in, and this is really 50-50 there. This is just clickbait. This is just to make people click the video. That's the only thing you have to really do not pay attention to these titles here. For example, don't miss this. I was saying that it was, so that was more for the bigger time frame. This video here, I was saying that we could go to 30k, but as we could also drop on that one. There were two scenarios, bullish and bearish, and we just have to trade both. Okay, with the smaller wave we plan, for example, like this. Okay, and this was the last update where I was saying, hey, there is a possible trade setup here, there is a possible short setup here on Bitcoin with the targets we have planned there. Don't know if we can find this here. As you can see right here, one first target, second, third, fourth target here, and so from here we just have to look and read the order flow to check if we can if we could get a short or not. Okay, so yeah, really do not pay attention please to the titles, to the thumbnails and everything. This is just really clickbait. Okay, this was just for the bullish scenario to reach the 3k clearly, but we also, in the video I was also talking about the bearish plan, and this was absolutely also something possible. As I said in the video here, it was 50-50, and here that was more based of the smaller wave, and so we got the smaller wave short setup, as you can see here. Okay, that was more based of the smaller wave. So yeah, really please do not pay attention to the titles, to the thumbnail and everything. Really just watch the content, and I mean, check the title still, for example here, short setup, but otherwise really do not pay attention to all the clickbait stuff. It's really just clickbait. Okay, really do not pay attention to this. Rewatch the content. This is very important. And by the way, yesterday I have done a live stream on by the way, why is it again like this? Well, anyway, so I have done a Elliott Wave live charting on the ad. So it was HBAR and Cardano ADA. So really go and check this out. We have a possible long setup on HBAR. This is very nice, to be honest with you. We already got the long setup here. If you go in the profit right here, as you can see here, already feel that long, already in some nice profit. Took break one time, set my stop loss on 300. The trade is safe, and it will all planned yesterday live with you all. So that's just absolutely crazy, to be honest. But anyway, so yeah, let's just update this. So yeah, after this nice prediction right here, what is we planned a wave when we didn't have done the bomb here yet. I mean, when you use Elliott Wave good, it can, as I said here, Elliott Wave is insane only if you use it good. And so yeah, if you want to learn Elliott Wave, by the way, you can go on the mooncharts.fr website. But yeah, I mean, this is absolutely crazy, to be honest with you. And why, by the way, a double XY X and Z that is more rare than a simple double XY, simply because in a Y leg we cannot finish a Y leg with only a WXY. It's not possible. So in that case, we'll have to look for a bigger WXY X and Z to be able to finish that Y leg. Okay. So anyway, now we're just going to plan what's the possible next move, what we can expect next, okay? And by the way, yeah, we got a possible short setup. Also, if you see the top right here, we got a possible short setup just before we dump right here. We got an MC short reaction of that top. Again, if you want to get some more details about this, you have everything in the course section. You have to go in the exo charts part, and you have the MC reactions, MC long and MC short. I mean, yeah, MC long and MC entry reaction, clearly with the long and short trade data you want. So to speak on the order flow, you're going to look for some data to open the trade, okay? And so for example here, right before the drop, and we got it on the very top, we got it on just before the drop. So if you missed that top, you could take this. And this is what I was saying yesterday, by the way, to VIPs. I was to the gym, so I was not able to trade this directly, but yeah, we got an MC long reaction from the bottom here, okay? I was saying earlier that it could be a long trade if we got an MC long reaction in good context, so we got it on the very low on the retest. So from here, went into our first resistance, naked session path control, okay? And so from here, I just say to my team, hey, it can be a short trade here if we get an MC short reaction with a good context. If no, then there will be no trade, and we can just move to the next level higher, okay? So to speak, here is the weekly and the value are at low right here, okay? But the thing is, from here, what we got on the order flow, we got an MC short reaction, we got another rise, and then we got another an MC short reaction here. So pretty cool. And so from here, we got a bad context first of all, but in that case, you just wait for the context to be better, and once the context is better, bam, you can take the trade, a stop loss above the high, and you ride this big move to the downside. Personally, what I did, by the way, I don't know if I have the screenshot of this. But anyway, so yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool, to be honest with you. I don't know if I have this. Normally here I have this. No, I didn't pass it down to Discord server anyway. Yeah, I feel that short. So here, so pretty cool. 600%. I mean, pretty insane, to be honest. But anyway, let's just move on the waves here. So what we can do here is just delete now these targets right here. Okay, we're just going to cover really quickly the bigger time frame. You know, the two different possibilities we covered in the last update. That was, by the way, I don't know if I have this here. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to show you this. So the two different possibilities are wave. So we have 5 ways to the upside. Okay, so I'm going really to cover the more likely scenarios. So in that case, we can look for a, if the wave 5 top is in, we can look for a wave 1, for a bigger wave 1, for a bigger wave 2 retracement. As always, a wave 2 have 73% chance to retrace between the 50 and the 66%. Okay, so this is where we have more chance to go. Now, of course, these are probabilities. We can absolutely stop before on the 31 to the swing pound the low. We can absolutely go below. It's absolutely possible to come back into the consolidation on the low here. Okay, just probabilities. So if we retrace the more likely target, in that case, wave 1, wave 2, and then boom, 3 or 5. Okay. The thing is now, the other configuration we plan, and that's why I have made, you know, the clickbait term there as well. We are going to go, if we do this, we're going to go to 30k, simply because that will be the other configuration. Okay, we're going to do in that case this later, and so in that case here we'll have a wave 1. Right here we'll have then a wave, bam, gonna take this, a wave to retracement, and then we'll have a wave 3, 4, 5 to go to 30k. Okay, so that was the first or the second scenario. We didn't got any real probabilities on this. It was really 50-50 for this count. Okay, that is still valid, but now we have to be aware of something. That is on the daily time frame. If you go on the daily here, you just have to check the RSI. The RSI is very useful because this is going to help you to find the waves and to get some possible invalidation. So here, for example, we'll have a wave 1, we'll have a wave to retracement in this configuration for a wave 3 or 5 to make that bigger wave 5 next. Okay, and so the thing is, from here, what we have, the wave 2 cannot break the wave 1 route on the real chart and on the RSI. So here, what we have right now, we have a possible invalidation of this scenario. Why? Because the RSI breaks the wave 1 route on the RSI here. Thing is now, the daily count is not closed yet. So if we manage to push high here, we are going to move this up and remove this this invalidation. Okay, we're going to push hard the RSI here and remove this because that is, the candle is not closed yet. So it really depends how we are going to close it. But if we close like this, that's an invalidation, and we can normally fully remove this from the chart and say, okay, that was the wave 5 top, and now we look for the wave 1 and for the wave 2 retracement. Okay, so what we can do already, because if we have to reach the 56.186%, if you pay attention, we cannot reach it only with the WXY here we have planned. Okay, so here, for example, you can pull your fib, W root, W bottom, X retracement. If you want to get, as always, more details about how to play the fibs, all of this. Do not hesitate to go on the mooncharts.fr website, and you will get all the Elliott Wave free course right here to start your learning, to get some very strong basic Elliott Wave rules. And then you have the Fibonacci relation, all the fibs you have to know on the Wave, how to use them, how to place them, and then you start your learning on the basic patterns, ABC flat and ABC zigzag, so you can really fully understand what is a small wave, how it works, everything clearly. But the Fibonacci relation is really based on the Fibonacci, clearly how to place the extension tool, the retracement tool, what fibs you have to use, what values, all of this, how to place them on the wave, all of this clearly. Okay, so really feel free to go and check this out. It's just waiting for you. Now, of course, if you want to get more, you can get more. It's with the apprentice and VIP. For example, what I was saying to the members yesterday, for example, it was here. Okay, this is for VIP. I just let the VIP know all the time what we can look for, what we can look at, all of this clearly. Okay, so right here, for example, here I have a possible short setup. I just give the data, all of this. Yesterday, for example, I gave a possible long setup here. Just say, hey, we'll have some good data for a long trade. So really, yeah, we got the $100 move next, you know, to take the rate 50% to say stop loss on trade. So I give a very good scalp, to be honest. And here, for example, there is a valid short setup. It depends now if we can't say if we lose the support or not. If we do not lose the support, there's just no trade, and we can just remain patient and wait for something better to come next. And so we just avoid a loss clearly. Okay. But anyway, so here XY. What we have to do here, as I say, just to add the XY target. So first click on the W root, second click on W bottom, and third click on the X wave top. Okay. From here we can remove the 618 as a 1-to-1 extension. Okay, right here, bam. Why? Because it's already hit, so we don't really care. The 123 were a bit below. Now it's still possible to bounce from here, but normally, yeah, the best will be really to go to the 1618 minimum. Okay, so XY here, that will be bam, the possible end of the pan. Okay, next, of course, once we have done a XY, we can absolutely do a XY such as this, XY X and Z. So here in that case, another retracement to come down next with a XY X and Z. The other possible configuration is simply a bigger XY. Okay, so W, bam, X retracement, and a Y leg to reach the buy zone here. Okay, bigger XY, so a bounce from the 161 here. Again, the only thing I have to check here if you get an MC long reaction or not on the order flow. If you want to get, as always, to get some more details about the MC reaction, you can get this on the website in the Excel chart section, the course. But this is the next territory where we can look for a long trade. Again, I'm not saying you have to long here, but this is something possible you can look for here. Okay, it depends really, it's really based off the reaction personally for me, and the validation is a 20% here of the Y leg. Okay, so that will be something to write, maybe also above the high. Why? Because if we do a XY, it's also possible to make an ABC flat. Okay, this have to retrace minimum 38.2. So if we bounce, for example, from the 161 here, we should retrace minimum to this price. Okay, so to retest and to come back into the range. Now we can of course retrace 100% maximum. If we break the price high, in that case we take an ABC flat, so not a XY like this. Correction, an ABC flat. So bam, a wave. Anyway, a wave, I'm just going to add some big yellow, a wave, B retracement, and a C wave to the downside. Okay, so from here, I'm just gonna add the wave right here so you can see a bit better. So here we'll have a correction, and then we'll have a 5 waves to the downside. What target we can look in that case for the top right here? For an ABC flat, again, extended or running flat, because a regular flat retraces 90%. So here you do not break the high. Okay, but if we're in this in a flat that we do the most common flat, clearly, so running an extended flat, we're going to go normally minimum to 105, but otherwise we should go normally to 123, 127. 113 is also a fib to be aware of. That's a stock market retracement that sometimes plays out on the crypto market. But normally we should go to the 123, 127, so we can absolutely take the high once more before we get another move to the downside with some 5 ways down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next to reach the buy zone next. Okay, so yeah, this can provide a good bounce, as it can provide a small bounce to minimum this white fib. Okay, now yeah, these are the more likely waves. There are tons of different configuration to the downside. If I have to get, for example, the 20% here, I'm going to channel the waves, but for now these sorry, these are the more likely waves really. Okay, and so it is what we can play with. The only thing I have to do here is to look for an MC long reaction there. If you don't get the MC long reaction, it's not going to bounce, and so we're going to get a continuation, and we're going to go lower clearly. Okay, so anyway, that's all for me for today. As always, hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn on notifications. This is very important. By the way, I don't know if I have this here. Yeah, this is working pretty cool. And yeah, I wish you all a brilliant day. Have a nice weekend. Take care, and see you all in the next one. Cheers.